Controllers we have. How many controllers we have?
4.
Controllers we have, if you're talking about the controllers, so we have
1 controller.
3 controllers.
3.
Oh,
V manage, now it's called V manager. Second one is V smart, it's called controller. Third one is DAY-1, it's called authenticator. These are the 3 controllers, right?
Yes.
Where it can be host? It can be
Professor virtually.
it can be host on your on-prem server. If you are going to host it on your on-prem server, so you should have the either ESXi or KBM. These are the virtualization, right? Hello. So if you want to host these devices on your on-prem, that means on your own network. So you have to make a server. On the server, you have to install the ESXi. Over the ESXi, you need to install the vmanage, KBM, or ESXi. Got the point? Hello.
yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Same thing, we can host it on cloud also, right? But the main point is these devices are not physical box. You will not get any physical box. It's a application basically that need to be installed somewhere. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, we have edge devices. How many types of the edge devices we have?
2 type, VH and CH.
VH and CS. That's fine. And CS. If it is a Cisco device, then it will be a VH, Pela device, then it's a VH, and if it's a Cisco device, that you can consider as a CH. These will be always physical, but there is a specific model that is CSR device, right? It can be the virtual also. It is a virtual, it's not a physical CSR. So it can be also host on your device, means on ESXi or KPF. You got the point? So what is our lab infra? Before going to start anything from the scratch, first you need to understand the lab infrastructure, then only you can understand these things. Okay? I have one server. It's a hardware server, basically, you can consider. On this server, what I have done, I have installed the ESXi. And what is the IP address? 29.100, I give. Okay. So this is a machine. You can consider ESXi is the machine where the IP address I provided the 192.168.29.100. This server is connected with my Wi-Fi. You can consider it's a B routers or Wi-Fi device at my home. What is the IP address there now? 192.168.29.1. And further, this one is going to connect with this P router is going to connect with the ISP internet. So this server can access the internet, guys. Hello.
Yes.
I have configured the IP address on this server 192.168.29.100 and default gateway is 192.168.29.1. DNS server will be there 8.8.8.8 and alternate IP also I have put that for 4.4.4. That is the DNS IP. So this is my ESXi machine. And from this ESXi machine, I can reach to the internet, right? Now, there is my laptop. That laptop is also connected with the Wi-Fi. My laptop have also one IP. It's my IP. One 192.168.29 dot something is there. Might be, I'm just assuming it's a 8. So from my laptop or 4, from my laptop, I can reach to the ESXi also. Got it? Just like this is acting as a switch or it's a central AP, you can consider from the same APs, they have the IP address from the same subnet, both host are connected. So both can be accessed the internet and both can be reached to each other, right? Hello?
Yes.
So you can see there now, I'm just going to type here 192.168.29.100. So this is my VM machine. On this VM machine, there is 4 virtual machine I have already installed. Okay, Windows machine, EVNG, Ubuntu, Red Hat. But you don't need to care about these two, Red Hat and Ubuntu, that we use into the automation. Windows and EVNG, that is the requirement. So I have installed there on this ESXi. I have installed 2 virtual machines. This is your EVNG. And there is Windows. This EVNG have the IP address 192.168.29.200 and this Windows have the IP address 192.168.29.120, I believe. Okay. So from this Windows machine also I can reach here, guys. From this Windows machine I can reach the internet. Hello.
Yes.
Everyone is getting the point. From this Windows machine I can reach to the EVNG. So it's logically how it is. It's a logical diagram is you can just assume it's a virtual switch. This is your virtual switch. And from this virtual switch, how many devices are connected? Just you can assume now. This is your ESXi, this is your EVNG. Now ESXi is separate machine, EVNG is separate machine, and Windows is a separate machine, and these are going to connect with the physical switch. You can assume this virtual switch is connected with the physical switch, and this physical switch is directly going to connect with the internet. This is your APs. You can connect this. I assume now this is your APs. So this is your logical diagram. ESXi IP address is 192.168.29.100. EVNG, what is the IP address? 29.200. Windows PC, what is the IP address there now? 29.120. And there is my laptop. And what is the IP address there now? There is 29.84, I am assuming. And this is my laptop. So that means all the 4 devices can communicate to each other. Got it? So if locally I want to do the lab, really I don't need this Windows PCs. Suppose I just want to perform any task. So this Windows PC is not needed to me, right? Hello?
Right.
But how you guys will do the lab? So once you'll be in my network, so you should have the LAN PC. So this Windows PC is your LAN PC, or you can consider this is your base machine. So what I have done so far, I have purchased a static IP. What is the static IP that I don't remember? This is the static IP that I have purchased. So I have there the static IP address. And what I have done so, I have enabled on there the port forwarding. That means I have enabled the port forwarding for port number 3389. You got the point? So from the outside, you'll be do the RDP for which IP address? You'll be do the RDP for this IP 122. This IP is the public IP address 151 and 142. Once you'll be do this RDP, the traffic will be hit on this APs, and from there it will be NAT, and then it will be reach on there. Because of I have enabled the PAT port forwarding, and this is going to translate with which IP address? 192.168.29.120. So it will be NAT with this one. So you'll be land on this PC. So from the outside, if you are going to access the lab, you'll be land on this PC, and from this PC, you can access this one, guys. Once you'll be land on this PC, then after that you can access this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this type of the topology we have. So we have a 2 server right now for the SD-Wan. So I will share the credential with you guys. What is the credential and what is the, for both one, the public IP is changed. In my case, this is the subnet. In the second case, there is an IP address .1.1. 192.168. There the subnet is running 1.0/24. So I will share the credential with you guys once during the lab. But please, if you are going to access the lab, if you will tell me the advance, Punit, I am going to access the lab this time to this time, that would be a great. Otherwise, at least if you're going to access the lab, so you just need to tell me, Punit, shall I access the lab now? If you're not able to confirm it before, so before going to access the lab, because if someone is supposed doing the lab, he's in the mid of the lab and you are directly going to do the RDP. And once you'll be do the RDP, your lab is open, you're just going to power it off. So that his effort will be lost, right? So either you are doing the lab and someone is just taking the RDP and he's just going to power off your devices, right? So if you are going to inform me as advance, then it's a great. Otherwise, suppose you are not able to tell me in advance, but now you want to do the lab. You can check with me, Punit server is free now, shall I use it? So most of the time server is free. If anyone is the free, I will give you the permission. You can use this one. Got it?
Okay.
Sir, from what we buy the public IP
Is that
address?
question?
ISP only, right?
Sorry?
From where we buy the public IP address?
From ISP. I have the Airtel connection. So from the Airtel, I purchase this public IP. So I'm paying for this public IP the monthly cost.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Waga, tell me.
Okay. The accessing it remotely, are we going to add the port number or is only the
No, just you need to do the RDP. You need to open your base machine from where you just need to do the RDP. I'm just showing you.
That's via the web.
MSTSC, and then you'll be get the IP address. This is the IP address that I will give you. Okay. Then click on the connect. It will ask the username and password. Username is CCIE HUB. Password is Noida @123. That will be jumped there. You'll be get this screen. Right? Here you just need to open the browser 192.168.29.200. That is the IP address for EVNG. Type here now. Now you need to go there. You need to create your own folder. Suppose Sunil want to do the lab. So you just need to create a folder with the Sunil name. And then Sunil, you'll be create the lab inside your folder. You are not going to test a file or folder for anyone else. Okay? You can create the folder on your name and you can just do the lab. Got it? Here, suppose Sunil want to perform the lab SD-Wan lab 1. So create a new lab, SD-Wan lab 1, and then after that, here he can create your own lab. You got the point?
Sir, where are the V managers and all in the VNG?
Just I am showing you. Up to this part, you are okay? So right now I'm accessing through the remote, but I'm in the same LAN, so I don't need a remote, right? I don't need to do this RDP. I can directly, what I can do? I can directly do the 200. Here the username is admin PC, and then after that I will log in. So I'm where? I'm the inside the Sunil folder right now. Okay. If I'm just going to click on node, what is the node we need? We need a V manage. So we can just click V manage. You'll be get the here it's going to select the as I told you, we are going to discuss the catalyst also and bibtail also. First, we are going to use the bibtail app. So you need to select this one. Got it? Similarly, we need a vSmart. You just need to go there and vSmart. There also the version should be the same. 20.9.4.1, that is the catalyst. Then I need V-bond. So you can select there the V-bond. How many V-bond is required? 1. So you can just use the V-bond. You got the point? You need a server to make it CS server. So you can just select there the Windows server and you can make it CS server. You got the point? So you can build your own topology. But right now I have already built up the topology, so I am going to use the same topology. I'm not going to again, if I'm builder, I will build the topology, so it will take around the 1 hour, guys. Topology config, I'm not going to config, I will start from beginning, but the topology I'm not going to build here. Topology, I have already created a topology, the same topology I will clone it. Right? So I'm just going to close this lab. Back. Punit. This is my SD-Wan lab. I'm just going to clone it. This is my SD-Wan lab that I created. I'm just going to move this lab into the Sunil folder. Now the clone, which one I did, that is under the Sunil folder if I'm going there now. That we created, that is not required. And this one is the clone. So I can use the same lab. So this is my lab that I'm going to use, right? So by default, the config, if you are doing the clone, so I believe the config will lost. There will be not a config, but still for double sure, you can just wipe all nodes. That means if any config is there, that is wiped. Got it?
Yes.
Now, this is the vManage. So vManage, one interface you can see there now, it's connected with the switch, and this switch is going to connect with the management cloud. What is the purpose, guys? Why I'm using this one? So if you remember, so here is my basically laptop is connected, or your base PC is connected, Windows PC. And this Windows PCs have the IP address. What is the IP address? 192.168.29.120. And what is the IP address of the vManage? 250, right? Just give me 1 minute, guys. I'm getting a call. Hello? So basically, this is the management cloud. Why am I using this management cloud? Whatever the device inside the EVNG that can be reached outside the EVNG. You got the point? Hello? Anyone is aware about the management cloud?
No, I don't understand though.
Okay. Sunil and Khalid and Anji, you guys are aware about the management cloud?
No, not aware.
Okay.
Not aware, sir.
Let me explain you the management cloud, why it is needed. This is our EVNG, right? Suppose there is two routers, but just I'm taking the routers. It's R2. And this one is R1. Here I'm going to assign the IP address. Not 12. Let me use the different private IP. 192.168. 1.1. Here I'm just going to assign the IP address 192.168.1.2. And here I will assign the IP address 192.168.2.1. And here I will assign 192.168.3.1. I will perform the routing. Then after that, I can reach from here to here, guys. Hello?
Yep.
Okay. So just let me confirm. Configure these two devices. Interface G0 by 0, IP address 192.168.1.1, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5.0. No set. Interface loopback 0, IP address 192.168.2.1, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. This is the R1 configuration, and this one is the R2 configuration. Host name is R1, and I'm just the config. Okay. Host name is R2. Paste the config. Point to point IP should be ping, right? Okay. Now to perform the routing, you just use the router EIGRP10 and network statement. Sorry. Network 0.0.0. And similarly, network 0.0.0. Now I can reach these devices 3.1 source 192.168.2.1. I'm able to reach there, right? So we are able to perform the routing inside the EVNG. right? These two devices can communicate to each other. We have performed the routing, everything we have done. But from my base PC, from my laptop, what is the IP address of my laptop, guys? 29.4. From my laptop, I want to reach there or reach there. How I can reach? You are getting my question now? I just want to do the SSH or telnet of this device from my laptop. That means this device is inside the EVNG. These are not a physical box, right? If in our network infrastructure, if you're talking, so these will be a physical box and these will be a connect with the network, and your laptop will be also in the same network, right? So only the reachability is required. If the reachability is there, you can do the SSH or telnet, right? Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
But here, how I can do the telnet or SSH? These are not, I can reach to the EVNG. What is the IP address of the EVNG? So that is 200. So from my laptop, I'm able to reach there. But how I can reach to those devices? Which one is it? Which those are in the inside the EVNG? You got the point?
Correct, sir.
So there, I will use a management cloud that is going to work as a bridge between the virtual device and our laptop. You got the point? What I will do, just let me show you. First, I have to save the config. Otherwise, again, I have to do. Here, here I will take a management. You need to click on the network. You need to take here the management cloud. It's going to act as a bridge. This is my management cloud. And from there, I'm just going to make the connection with the R1. And I'm going to make the connection with R2. So what is the IP address of G0 by 0 now? 192.168.29 dot. I will connect, assign there 31 plus 24. This is the IP address there now. And duplicate it. There is 32. Let me power on. Now the R1, R2 both are the powered on. I will configure this IP address there now, and then after that I can reach this device from my laptop using this IP. I can reach this device from my laptop using this IP. So that means from my laptop directly I can do the SSH or telnet on this one. Let me configure this one. So interface G0 by 1, IP address 192.168.29 dot 31 255 255 255.0, no set, and user host, sorry, IP domain name Cisco, and then after that username is admin, privilege label. I'm just going to set that the 15. Privilege, yeah, 15. Password is Cisco, line BTY 024 login local and transport input all modulus 1024. Same configuration I need to do it on EC2 means R2. New session. I don't need a right now. I'm taking this. This is kind of console. What I'm going to do, I'm just open a putty. This is the putty I open from my laptop, and I'm just going to put there the 192.168. 2031. What is the port number? 22. It's a SSH. Username is admin and password is Cisco. So now I am able to reach these devices from my base PC, guys. Hello. You guys are getting now what is the management, what is the purpose of the management cloud? What about the devices outside the EVNG? If there is one physical device and there is one virtual device. You want to make the communication in between. Virtual means one device is inside the EVNG. Physical means one side that is one device that is a physical. You want to make the communication between the inside devices of the EVNG and outside of the physical device. That you can do, right? Everyone is getting this point right now, what I'm trying to explain. So similarly here, to access the vManage from your base PC, I need to give the IP address of the same subnet, and that link should be connected with the management cloud, so that only I can access this vManage from the outside the EVNG. Otherwise, we can only access from the inside the EVNG. You got the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oaga, Yasir, you guys are okay now?
Yes.
Okay. So this I use only for the guys to explain. Let me delete this. Okay. So right now the topology that you can see. Hold up. Okay. In this topology, guys, let me power on these all the devices. Meanwhile, otherwise it will take some time. In SD-Wan, there is a concept about VPN. Not VPN, you can concept about the segmentation. Just forgot about the route, SD-WAN. Just tell me one thing, in your traditional network, if you want to do the segmentation, how we can do the segmentation? Just forget about the SDN technology. Hello?
What do you mean by segmentation, sir?
So that I'm asking.
Segmentation through VLAN,
Yeah,
not
in the switch,
switch VLAN.
we have a concept about VLAN. So using the VLAN, we are segmenting the traffic. We are, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Using the segment, what we are doing? We are in VLAN,
Segregating the traffic.
segregating the traffic. Suppose the voice traffic, you want to keep it separate. Video traffic, you want to keep it separate, or the data traffic, you want to keep it separate. So you can just create a 3 VLANs, right?
Right.
You want to keep the user into the separate segment, server into the separate segment. So you can use the different VLAN for the servers and different VLAN for the users, right? But on the router, how you can do the segmentation?
We can segment via routing table via VRF.
Via VRF, yes. On the router, we have a concept. What we can do? We can create the multiple VRF and we can segment the traffic, right?
Traffic. Yes, sir.
If you're talking about the DNAC, in DNAC there is an option that is called VN. Using the VN, we can segment, right? Similarly, in the router, there is a segment. In SD-Wan, we have a segmentation, but that is called VPN here now. VPN is nothing, you can assume it looks like a VRF.
Yeah.
You got the point?
Yes, sir.
So it's a VRF now. So by default, on SD-Wan, on the controllers, either it's a vManage, vSmart, vBond, or either it's a VS, right? There is 2 VPN is already created, if you're talking about segment. So there is 2 VPN is already created. One is VPN 0, another one is VPN 512. That means 2 VRF is already created. VPN 0 is known as basically that you can call it VPN 0. We are going to use for the transport VPN. VPN 512 is going to use for, it's called management VPN. I want to keep the traffic separate. The management traffic should be the separate and transport traffic should be separate, right?
Yes.
So in future, here is our laptop. From the laptop, we are going to access this IP. Using this IP address, we are going to manage this device, right?
Right.
So this interface, I will keep into the different VRF. Different VRF means different VPN. And this interface, I will keep it. This is my actual interface. This which one is going to communicate in the network. So I will keep into the transport VPN. So I will keep this interface into the inside the VPN 0. And I will keep this interface inside the VPN. Just simple. It's a 2 VRF. I will keep into the different VRF. I will keep into the different VRF to just segregate the traffic. So there is 2 VPN.
Zeros are management VRF and VPN 512 is trans.
Sorry. I wrote down the opposite. It should be a 5 VPN 512.
Okay.
And it should be VPN 0.
0.
Apart from that, it's your transport VPN. So every transport WAN edge link will be a part of VPN 0. You got the point?
Yes, sir.
So apart from these 2 VPN, it does support up to the 0 and 512. It does support up to the VPN 0 to 65535. That means we can create multiple VPN on the devices. But 0 and 512, that is already created. Got it? So tell me one thing. Where is my user? If talking about the site 2, you can see the site 2 topology is visible for you guys. You can see the site 2 topology. Hello?
Site 2 is the first one, yes, sir.
Yes. So these two interface should be the part of which VPN, guys?
Must be transport, sir.
Must be the
Yeah.
transport. That means they should be the part of VPN 0.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
But this interface, there the user are sitting there, right? So that should not be a part of same VPN. That should be a part of different VPN, right? So suppose I created there the VPN 999. So what I will do? I will put this interface inside the VPN 999. I will put these two interface inside the VPN 0. So this VPN 999 where we are going to deliver the services, that is called service VPN. So apart from these VPN, any other VPN you are going to use, that is called service VPN. You got the point? Hello?
Yes.
So these VPNs roles are predefined, like with the numbers. For
Yes.
example, VPN 0.
0 and 0 is for transport and 512 is for the management. That roles are defined. So these are already pre-created. Got it?
But for sir 999, we can it could be 910.
You can create anything, but that is considered as a service VPN. By just a VRF you are going to create. So VRF name you can give anything, right?
Yes.
Service VPN.
It's
So only these two are predefined.
Predefined, yeah.
Okay.
Right? Everyone is okay with this? Okay. So here we are not going to configure any management VPN because right now we don't have any management connection. Otherwise, in the general network, what will be happen? Have you heard about the OOB, out of band management?
Yes.
Yes.
What is the purpose of that one?
For the management access.
For the management access, if in case your main link is going down, so through the OOB out of band management, you will have the connection. So if this type of the setup you have a out of band management link. So that interface ETH0 of this device, you can connect with that one, and that interface will go into the VPN 5. So in any case, if this device has become unreachable from the vManage, so we can log in from there and we can check on the device. You got the point?
Correct, sir.
Otherwise, right now, if this device is there and it has a 2 connection and both connection is going down, so what we have to do? On the vManage, it will show there that this VH is unreachable, right? So we have to ask to the local technician, go there and check this link or up or not. If he's telling now from our end, no issue. So we need to open a ticket with the service provider, check why the connection is failed. We are not able to reach this box. So you need to check this one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So before going to perform any task, any push the configuration, what should be the first thing? First thing should be, we need to initialize these devices. We need to initialize. That means we have to set up some basic configuration. We have to set up some basic configuration on the vSmart, on the DAY-1, and at least on these devices, we have to do the skinny configuration, that means basic configuration, so that this device should be able to reach to the DAY-1. Once it's able to reach to the DAY-1, then after that, what we can do? We can onboard it on vManage. Once the device will be on board on the vManage, then after that we can perform any task on that device. You got the point? So first step that we need to initialize the basic configuration of these 3 devices, right? Then after that, this is my Windows server that I need to make a CA server. CA server means certificate authority. So we need to install on these devices for the authentication purpose. We need to install the certificate on these devices, on every devices which one is into the same domain. So that certificate is called the root certificate. In the production network, the certificate generation, that is your not task. Obviously, there will be a separate team. They will be generate the certificate. They will give you the certificate, right? But here we are going to build up the lab. So that is our job to generate a certificate. You got the point? So root certificate will generate from this CA server, and that the same root certificate I need to push it on vManage, vSmart, vBond, and on all these edge devices. Whatever the edge devices you are going to onboard on the vManage, first you need to install the root certificate there. You got the point?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Then after that, for this controller, we need one more certificate that is called identity certificate. So for the controller, there is two certificate. One is root, another one is
Identity certificate.
identity certificate. So I need to install the root certificate here now, and then identity. Then obviously we need to install the root certificate on the vSmart and identity certificate. Similarly, on the vBond, we need to install the root certificate and identity certificate. Got it?
Yes, sir.
For the edge devices, what we need to do? We just need to install the root certificate, and then after that, we need to register on vManage. So that means for edge devices, we need to install the root and registration process. And for the controller, we need to install the root and identity certificate. If I'm talking about the controller, so for the controller, what we need? We need root certificate and
Identity certificate.
both are required. And for the edge devices, doesn't matter it's a CS or VS. What we need to do? Root certificate and then registration. So there is two things that we need to do.
So this root certificate is same for all the devices, right?
All the devices, yes.
Same.
Same.
Or we have to generate individually different certificate for.
The identity certificate for each device, it's a separate.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do the skinny configuration, that means basic configuration. So in that case, I need to initialize this interface. I will keep into the VPN 5.2. I will keep into the VPN 0. So VPN 0, it's going to make the tunnel interface. Right? Between them, which type of the tunnel it's going to form? It's going to form the DTLS tunnel or TLS tunnel. Got it? Between the client, it will be form the IPsec tunnel. So that means the transport under the VPN 0, whatever the interface is there, using that interface, we are going to form a tunnel. You got the point? Tunnel we are not going to create from here. Tunnel will form from the transport, right? So tunnel VPN 0 under the inside the VPN 0, this interface will come ETH1, and that will be under the ETH1, we'll need to configure the tunnel interface. We just need to allow the tunnel interface, and we need to allow the management traffic. So what will be the initial configuration on the vManage? Just I'm going to start with the vManage. First, you need to configure the system. Under the system, you need to configure the host name. What is the host name? It's the vManage. Then site ID. I'm just going to put the site ID is 100. You can put any number, but I'm just putting the site ID 100. Right? Then after that, you need to put here the organization name. What is the organization name? That should be put for the CCIE HUB. What is this organization name? Try to understand. Once the vmanage initialize, right? Once the vmanage will initialize, then after that you'll be add the controller on the vmanage. So be smart and be bond you'll be add manually. But how will be add these list? So from the Cisco PNP portal, you have to make your profile on the Cisco PNP portal and you have to download a file. That file we need to upload where? On the vmanage. That file we need to download it. And that file will upload on vmanage. That file is called serial.biptela file. Hello? So on the Cisco PNP portals, once will be create your profile, once will be create your smart account, right? So there you need to put the organization name. Otherwise, on the vmanage, suppose you configure the organization name different, and on that profile that was organization name was different, that serial.biptela file, this vmanage will never accept it. You got the point? So you have to create your smart account, and to create.
I didn't get what you said now.
Sorry?
I didn't get what you said by the organization account and the vmanage profile.
I didn't get you. Can you repeat one more time?
You said that if the vmanage profile is not the same thing with the organization name, that it won't accept it. I didn't get that part.
That part is here I created a profile on the Cisco PNP center, and there what is the organization name I put there? Suppose CCIE HUB. So I will create the profile. I will create a smart account. To create the smart account, you need a official email IDs. And once your official email ID is created now, then after that you'll be able to download a serial.biptela file. There you'll be get a list in that biptela file, 14 devices. How many devices you'll be get? 14 devices. There will be 8 VAs and 6 CAs. So 14 devices we can use in our lab. That 14 devices for the training point of view, Cisco is giving us the free, basically. You got the point?
Yes, sir.
So we have to upload that list where? On the vmanage. So vmanage, we have to upload this list. That means we are going to pre-inform these will be your edge devices. You got the point?
Okay, so you mean to say that device provisioning will be done on the vmanager, right?
Yes. So first we have to upload the list on the vmanage.
Yes.
So once you are going to upload the list, in that list, once you will be download that list, there you have to put the organization name. Organization name, suppose there is a CCIE HUB. And here what is the organization name you configure? Suppose ABC. Right? So once you'll be upload here you are going to upload the serial.biptela file that contain the organization name CCIE HUB. And what is the organization name is configured on the vmanage? It's a ABC. So what will happen? It will not be accept. Got it? So whatever the organization name you created there now, that should be the same. You should be put it here now. Got it? So I'm not telling you to go there and create your smart account and download the serial.biptela file. Either you can do that, it's better, it's fine. Otherwise, I will share the serial.biptela file, the same serial.biptela file you need to use. I have a 2 serial.biptela file. One I use for the biptela and one I created for the catalyst. Got it? So in Biptela, whatever the organization name I used, I didn't use the CCIE Hub because of on that time CCIE Hub was not there. It's the NH India lab. Got it? Now in the Catalyst, once we'll do the Catalyst lab, there I have created the CCIE Hub profile and I have downloaded the serial.biptela file for the CCIE Hub. You got the point? So whatever the serial.biptela file I will give to you guys, their organization name will be used this one. So what we gave here now, system. Under the system, we gave the host name, we gave the site ID, then we gave the organization name. Then after that, system IP. What is the system IP? System IP is, we can choose anything. I'm just going to use 10.10.10.10. That just is a router ID. In OSPF, the router ID concept was there. It's similar here. We need to provide the system IP for each and every devices. Where it will help us. So once we'll discuss the TLOC, there the system IP will come in the picture. Okay. Then, who is the authenticator, guys, in our whole topology?
V1.
V1. So we have to give here the V1 address. (201.1.1.3). Then, on each and every devices, the clock times should be the same. Either you can configure the MTP server, either you can execute clock time zone. Should be Asia and Kolkata. Then after that, to save the config, you have to put the commit. Then,
what is the site ID? I skipped that part, I think. Site ID, is it identity number or?
The site ID that you're going to create the site. So in everywhere, right?
Yeah.
In every location, for every location, you will be allocate a site ID. What is the purpose of that one? Just try to understand. What I told you, in these VHs, automatically what will happen?
IPsec tunnel.
IPsec tunnel will form. Suppose in one site you are using the two VHs. So in both IPsec tunnel we need to form?
Yeah.
No. Within the same site, if the devices are there, why we need to form the IPsec?
Oh, yeah. No IPsec. It's for different site we need to create the IPsec tunnel.
Within the same site, that is not required. So how these devices will come to know that is also into the same site? I don't need to form the IPsec tunnel in between. So here the site ID, suppose 1 you are putting or 2. So here also will be put the site ID 2. So between the same site ID, if the devices have the same site ID, they will never create the IPsec tunnel in between. You got the point?
Got it, sir.
So for that one is required.
Okay.
So we have saved the config now into the VPN 0. By default, Ethernet 0, that is also the part of VPN 0. But we want to put the Ethernet 0 into the which VPN, guys?
Transport VPN.
No, VPN 0 means ETH 0 we want to move into the VPN 512.
Sorry, 512, yeah.
So I have to execute the command no ETH. First, I have to remove from the Ethernet VPN 0 because it's already the part of VPN 0. You got the point?
Okay, by default, all the interfaces are part of VPN 0. That's VPN 512.
Yes.
Okay.
So now I'm going to configure interface ETH1, IP address 201.1.1.1/24, no set, and we have to use the tunnel interface. And here you will be allow on the tunnel interface which type of the service you want to allow. So you'll be use the allow service all, and then after that you will be use allow service netconf and allow service SSH. Why I'm using after all, also we need to netconf and because of netconf and SSH, both are the management traffic, right?
Right.
So if you are going to use the allow service all, that is not going to allow the netconf and SSH. It will be only allow those traffic which one is required to form the DTLS tunnel or TLS tunnel. Got it? So netconf and SSH, why we are going to allow? Because of using that one, we are going to configure the remote devices. That means VHs and CHs. So that's the reason here we need to allow the netconf and SSH. Now finally, we need to come into the VPN 512 interface ETH0. And what is the IP address? 192.168.29.250/24 and no set. And then commit. So just let me copy this one. Go into the vmanage, admin, on T and paste it there. Commit. Oh, commit spelling was wrong. No worry. Until or unless the interface is not going to move into the VPN 512. First, I have to remove from there. Then only I can do that. Oh, one more mistake I did. It's ETH. Oh, it should be ETH0. VPN 5.
Overlapping IP, sir.
Just VPN 512. No ETH. It was by mistake actually. ETH O it was placed. Now I will take it. No more. Done. Right? So from my laptop, now I'm going to ping which IP address? I'm just going to ping 192.168.29.250. I can reach there now. Can you see now? Hello?
Yep.
Yes.
From now, from my laptop, vmanage is reachable. Similarly, I need to configure B-bond and B-smart. So B-smart I need to also configure. Okay. B-smart. I'm just changing the system IP. B-smart we can call it
Authentic.
controller, right?
Controller, yeah.
And here we don't need to configure the ETH0, so that's not a problem. 5.2 also we are not configuring, so that we can remove. And IP address I'm just going to configure on the vSmart, that is 2. Okay. On the vmanage, I missed one thing. What should be the default gateway, guys, for the vmanage? Into the transport VPN. This is my transport VPN. What should be the gateway to communicate outside this LAN? So gateway should be this one, right? Hello?
Yep.
Yes.
So that command I missed. I have to add a default route inside the VPN 0. So what we need to do, we need to add there the IP route 0.0.0/0, and the next hop is 201.1.250. On the vManage VPN 0, inside the VPN 0, you need to paste this one and then come. Similarly, on vSmart, we need to also add the route, the same route. Rest all those. Done. I need to configure the same on the vBond. And here, the IP address of the vBond, you will be put there the local. That means you are the local authenticator. IP address should be the 3. Oh, sorry. On the vBond, there is no interface, there is a Giga Ethernet. So that we have to execute this command. It's scan sensitive, so it should be a G0/0. Now, also the host name should be the system. Host name should be authenticator. So if I want to ping the vManage, so you can see there now 201.1.1 should be pinged. You can ping to the vSmart, that also it's pinging. Got it? So we have initialized the config on where? vManage, vSmart, and vBond. Right? Now we need to make this server as a CA server. You got the point? Because of the first step that we need to install the root certificate or a root certificate. Right? So just click there now. Why can't connect to the server? BNC connector. So we should get the console. So just check. One, two, three. Let him open now. By default username and password is, guys, test T capital 123. Test 123. Okay, so on this server, Windows server, how many interfaces there right now, guys?
2.
2. So on E0, what I need to assign the IP address? 201.1.5. And E1, what we need to assign the IP address? 29.251. So first step that I need to configure the IP. Start later. ETH1. So ETH1 have got the IP address from the DSCP, but still I just need to change the IP manually. 192.168.29.250. I don't need to configure the default gateway now. Then properties. One 192.168.29.20 should be 201.1.1.5. Subnet mask is this, and what should be the default gateway? 254. So I have configured the IP. That is the first step that you need to do it on the server. Second step, you need to turn off the firewall of this device. Obviously, this is not our job, but here we are just using this one. So just we need to turn off the firewall. Apart from that, one more thing that we need to do, the timing. This is the time zone. You just need to go there now and change the time zone. It should be also the same. Otherwise, certificate will not accept it, guys. If the time is getting mismatched on the vManage and CS server. So this is the time zone that we need to select. So on our system also 926, there is also, still it is not a change. Should be changed. And vManage, what is the time right now? Just let me check. So clock. vManage time is also not changed. The Asia Kolkata, but time zone. Just remember, should we take the time zone? System. Clock, time zone. No modification. Why it is in system. Asia and Dhaka, let me put first, then commit, and then after that Kolkata, and then comment. Time is not getting changed. Log we have option, we can change it manual also, but we take it.
Do we have to reboot it after putting this command?
But that's not needed. Here's the server that we can reboot. Because of time is not going to mismatch, the certificate validity will change, right? Server that we can restart. Check on the viewpoint and there also the time is so clock. That means on my ESXi the time is different. So that's the reason. It's converting into the IST, but it's not. Let me reboot it now. Yes. Still server time is not a change. What is the time? 14:59. That means, so let me change the server time. Three PM. Now the time I have matched from where it is taking the time, guys, just let me know. Tell you. We have on the ESXi there is a time that is into the UTC that we are converting. So that means UTC time it's not taking correctly on the ESXi. That is the problem. So if you are converting it into the IST, so same time it is getting. If you are going to see there now, 129 dot root this, and there will be a host. Time zone. You can see this is the time it is taking. That is not correct. Okay. That's the reason only. But now I have matched the time on all the devices. Means B manage, B smart, B bond, and the server I have changed it manually. So that time is matching right now. Now on the V manage on the server, what I'm going to do, I need to create add roles. Click on the roles, add roles. Next, which roles we are going to add? We are going to add the certificate, Active Directory certificate services. Next, web enrollment is also required. Add required roles. Next. Here you need to put the CA name, the same name that organization name. NH India Lab. So same organization name should be there. Next, 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 and then you need to install it. It will take 2 minutes to install the services. Installing right now. So that installed successfully. Now what I will do from there, I'm just going to type here the 192.168. What is the IP address of CA server? And I will put here the cert SRB. Can you see now? It's getting open. Hello?
Yeah.
Download
Yes, sir.
the root certificate from here. Click on the download a certificate, a CA certificate. Click on the base, download this certificate. Here you can see in the folder. So click on download. So there is one file downloaded, that is our certificate. Copy it now. I'm just going to keep it on the desktop. New folder. Folder name is weekend 8 p.m. 8 a.m. SD-Wan. So I'm just going to put that certificate. And I'm just going to get it renamed. What is the rename? It's my root certificate. Got it? Now I'm going to access the vManage through GUI. Till now the vManage we configured, guys, through CLI. So what I will do, I will type the IP address 29 dot. What was the IP? 250. Still vManage is not yet ready. We rebooted that vManage, right? So we have to wait for some time. Admin. So interface description. Sorry. The IP address, but we have to wait for some time. Ping 192.168.29.250. It's pinging, but we have to wait for some time until it's not getting ready. It's getting open right now. Have to wait. Request an MS. There is application server that should be running. It's running now. So should be accessed. we have to wait for some time. It will take around 10 to 15 minutes after powered on the device, guys, to get the GUI access. Now it's getting open, but it's still in time. Wait. So next step, first I need to install the root certificate here now. Once the root certificate will install, now it's getting open. Yeah. Admin. Admin. This is your dashboard of the SD-Wan. So right now, if you're on that dashboard, you can see there is only one vManage, right? Clock, let me check on the vManage. So clock, it's the same, or it's got changed. It will be the same. That's fine. So go into the setting first. Organization name first you need to fill here. NH India Lab, here also you have to. We have configured through the CLI, but still we need to initialize through the GUI. NH India Lab. Save. What is the vBond address? 201.113. Then here you need to go. Control certificate authorization. You need to click there now. And you need to select from here the enterprise root certificate. Right? So just click there now. Proceed. Select the file. Where is that file? On the desktop, beacon.am, all that root certificate. And import and save. So root certificate we saved on where? On the vManage. Now I need an identity certificate for the vManage, right guys? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what I have to do, go back again, you can just click on the home. And request a certificate. Go into the advanced certificate. Here we need to copy the CSR. So from where I can copy? So this is my vManage. Go to the certificates. Click on the controllers. On the controllers, you need to generate the CSR. This is for vManage. Copy it. Go there, paste it there now, and send it. Then after that, go to the server. In the server, as an add role, certificate for NH India Lab, pending request. What is the request pending? This one. So select this one and you need to issue the certificate. Issue. You got the point? Once the certificate got issued, then after that, go there, view status and pending certificate. So this is my pending certificate. Click on download. Download the certificate. So this is the copy it. Paste it now. This is my vManage certificate. That is identity certificate. And then after that, go there. You need to select the certificate from there. All. And it's a vManage. Install it. So we are installing the identity certificate on the vManage. It's installed successfully, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I need to install the root certificate. What I have done so far. For the vManage, I have installed the root certificate. Right?
Yes.
I have installed the identity certificate.
Yes.
I need to add this controller on where? On vManage. And on these devices also, we need to install the root and identity. Right? Hello?
Yes.
So once you'll be add the controller on the vManage, so vManage has already installed the root certificate. So root certificate will auto push from vManage to these devices. So that means on these devices, on the vSmart and vBond, we don't need to install the root certificate manually. You are getting the point? Once
Yes,
I add these devices on the vManage, the root certificate will be pushed by the vManage to vSmart and vBond automatically. You got it? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going there now. Devices. You can see there the controller. Click on the controller. I'm just going to add the vBond. What is the IP address of the vBond? This one. What is the username? Admin. And what is the password? That is also admin. Certificate. Install. Root CSR. There will be organization name. That organization OUCN is, can you see there? There is nothing is there. Just let me push. After that, it should be add. And let me install the identity certificate. Now, once will be installed, then after that, on same time, we will push, I believe. Right now, it's not yet push. Once you will install, then after that, CN name will change. Right? So we have added the vBond. Go to the certificate and the controller. And now for vBond, you need to, you have already generated the CSR. You can just view the CSR, copy it, and go there now. Again on home, request for a certificate, add one certificate, paste it there now. Go there, refresh it. There is one pending request. You just need to issue. So we have issued the certificate. Again, you can click on home, view status, download it now, and so page 64, download the certificate. Copy it. Desktop. Post it there. And this is the, what is the name of the certificate? This is DAY-1 certificate. I need to install the certificate. There you need to select a file. So for the DAY-1, we have installed the root also and identity also. Now again, what I need to do, I need to click on their devices, add the controller, certificate is showing installed, right? For DAY-1 and DAY-man is both. Now vSmart, what is the IP of the vSmart? That is 2, username is admin, password is also admin. Add, and then go into the certificate. Certificate is for controller, vSmart, view the CSR, copy it.
We are generating the CSR from the vManage,
Yes.
and then we are copying it to the CA server, right?
CA server, yes.
So that it will generate the certificate according to the CSR.
CSR, yes.
Okay.
So again, I'm going to click on the home view. This is the pending one. Copy. What is the name of this one? That is DSmart. Now we need to go there again. Install certificate. It's a vSmart. Install. So now all these three controller guys, we have initialized through the GUI also and through the CLI also. You got the point? So if you are going to the main dashboard, you can see there now. vManage, DAY-1, that certificate installation was complete successfully, right? Why is it showing that? You can see the vSmart, DAY-1 and vManage. There is any managed devices? Hello?
No, as of now, not.
Because of
Oh, well, they are not onboarded.
sorry?
No, because they haven't been onboarded.
Yes, so we need to, what is the next step? We need to registered this VAs on this vManage. So before going to registered, we have to make the reachabilities. At least basic configuration we need to do so that it will be a reachable to up to the vBond. And then after that, we need to install there the root certificate. And once the root certificate will install, then after that, we need to make it a register. You got the point? Once it will be registered, it will be on board on the, that is called onboarding process on the vManage. Once the device will be on board on the vManage, then after that, we can push any configuration. You got the point?
Sir, can you just repeat it again?
What we have to do, we have to first make the reachability up to the vBond, right?
Correct.
So once the vBond up to the reachability is there, then after that, we need to install the root certificate here now. And then after that, we need to make it registered where? On vManage.
Okay.
So that is called onboarding process, right? Once the device will onboard on the vManage, then after that, we can push any type of the configuration on device from the vManage.
vManage.
So is there any process for the auto discovery, like once the all that vManage and vSmart is onboarded now later on that
We
we
not going to discover anything. There is a concept about the PNP. If you are just going to make the internet connection to provide the internet connection to the device, on that device that will be auto discover the vBond. That means your vBond should be reachable.
Okay.
And then once you
The
connect with the
zero touch provisioning is also one
so
concept.
that will become in JTP.
Oh,
Zero touch provisioning. So once the device will become, you are going to purchase the device, right? So once the Cisco will deliver the device, there will be a DNS setup. They will configure the DNS, that is pbond dot something dot in or dot com. That should be resolved your vBond IPs. Okay, and your vBond should be the public IP address. So once it be joined, it got the internet, first we discover the vBond. Once to be reach the vBond will authenticate, and then after that, vBond will push the information about the vManage and vSmart, and then after that to be auto join on the vManage. The same concept is there into the DNAC also for new devices, new switch if you want to own.
Okay.
But here we are not doing the JTP right now. We have to do it manual.
Okay.
So guys, up to this point, anyone have any questions? So you want to upload, means onboard this device right now, or you want to do it on the next class? Tell me.
Please, for me, next class.
Next class, yeah.
Next class will be fine because 2-hour class now.
So till now, what we have done so far, we have just initialized the vManage, vSmart, and vBond. We have configured the root certificate. I mean CS server. We have pushed the root certificate here now. We have installed the identity certificate. Now after that, we need to configure this device. Then after that, I will make the reachabilities. Once the reachability is there, we'll onboard the VAs on the vManage. Got it?
Okay.
So in the next week, that is going to become important, big guys, for the SD-Wan. Then after that, you will see the power of the SD-Wan on the next Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the important class.
Okay, sir, can you just share all those images that vSmart, vManager, and vBond?
Yeah, I will share. It's already
please.
uploaded. You guys just ping me your email IDs. Either you can ping me on WhatsApp, or here also in the chat box also you can ping me. So I will create a separate drive. I will share everything there.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You have my mail ID, or do I need to share it again?
You guys just share it again so that
Okay.
I will share in the one go. I will create another WhatsApp group also. So there I will share you the credential guys of both the server.
Okay, sir.
Khalid, I'm missing you missing your email IDs.
Yeah.
Till now, the
Definitely.
5 only email ID is there. I need at least 7. Yes, 7 people are there.
Yes, sir. Typing. Uh, yes, sir.
Six. For whom is missing? Pramod, I got it. Sunil. Acha, Khalid joined 2 times. Okay. So, see you guys on the next week. Till tomorrow, I will share everything over the email with you guys. Okay.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.